Well, the very most memorable, and it's so old, but it was the most memorable for me because of what happened in the end to this person. The guy's name was Ed Heaney. It is not, I mean, I wish that I could tell you it was this really celebrated person, but really it was just this guy who was very, he just hated gay people. He really was very resentful. He felt that he couldn't, he lived in Florida, which tells you a great deal. He lived in a bad part of Florida. That's mostly all you need to know. And he really felt that he was lonely, and he couldn't get a woman, and he felt that he couldn't get a woman because all the lesbians had come to Florida and stolen all of the white women that he would normally be just all over him, just showering him with their attention. And so he coined a term, he was like, I don't hate gay people. I'm homonasic. He coined the term homonasia. And he was trying to perpetrate that on all of us. And he really just felt like there was this gay invasion of, wherever it was that he lived, which was really bad. And later, and he was very sad, and I kind of wanted to smother him during the interview. I mean, he was like this really horrible, really just, his heart was so twisted and blackened. But, he probably wasn't raised right, and he didn't have a lot of advantages. I mean, there were probably a lot of reasons why he had become so mangled inside. And so I felt like he really needed a hug, but maybe he also needed to die. So maybe if I just hugged him to death, that would be the best thing. But in the end, but that was all blown.
Because of you, he now has a word in the Oxford English Dictionary.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But later, all of my compassion for him, which was, negligible, but present a little bit, he then asked if I would like to have a threesome with him and his friend. Which, then I thought, okay, I don't feel for you as much anymore. And he developed a real liking for the producer that I was working with and stalked her a little bit. And then, just a little bit. He could never have gotten himself to New York, but the helicopters came for him. A year later, he was still calling the Daily Show phone number, and she had the show, we have a cell phone for the show, and she happened to have it on her desk, and she answered it very randomly about a year after, and he was like, Bronwyn, I'm at the Sahara Motel, and I'm barricaded into my room, and the helicopters are outside my room, and I was just wondering if you could help me out because the SWAT team is here.